Hey, what's up, guys? Dog here. Now, I just want to quick run over, do a little analysis, a little synopsis action on Black Ops Cold War. Now, they came out with a multiplayer reveal, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm sure you've already seen it on many other channels. However, it took me a little bit to get here because I've had some stuff to do. Now, the game looks really cool, okay? The game looks pretty badass. You got a lot of really amazing sequences with all the different lightings and the maps. It looks really good. The movement system looks even better than last time, which, you know, it's really hard to top Modern Warfare's movement system. They also added a couple new game modes like VIP, which is, you know, 6v6. One person on the team is randomly chosen as the VIP. You gotta protect them, you can revive them. It looks like it'll be a really interesting game mode. I don't know how well it's gonna work out in the Call of Duty franchise because you have nothing but apes on your team, but we'll see how things go. And then they have a big boy domination game mode, which looks exactly like Conquest from Battlefield. And it's not really a Call of Duty game anymore, but it looks really fun. I also want to say that the game engine looks really good. They're going to be using Warzone, is going to be compatible with cross-generation and cross-platform because it'll be on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox as well as the older versions. And yeah, this game does edge out to look like a really beautiful game. I don't think that it's going to be falling back on that part of the performance. I think the core mechanics are what are lacking here, and here's why. So what I have a little list here. What I said for bad things is that the score streak system isn't great. Now, it's no longer a score streak. You carry your progression after death. So let's say you had 4 kills for a UAV and you get 3 kills and then you die, you respawn, you only need to get 1 more kill for that UAV. The score streaks also have a cooldown. What? Okay, so the reason why they have this is to make it as balanced as possible. So you can't have a guy wiping another team with kills. I don't like this at all because Call of Duty's always like wanted you to do well, and it rewards you for playing, you know, conservative and keeping ammo and stuff like that. It allowed you to play a little more strategically, and now you can kind of just run around anywhere because now it's not who can last the longest, it's who can run in the fastest, get the most kills, and die, and then repeat the process as fast as possible. Speeds up the game. Hopefully this will take out the campers, but that wasn't the issue. The issue for me with Modern Warfare was mounting, because mounting in that game enforced camping. Basically, it added so many great things for campers that it really did slow down the game. So we'll see how that has to go. They also added a creative class system that, you know, I haven't really had an issue with any of the creative class systems that they've ever had. The Pick 10 system in Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite, but I you know, it's kind of funny, I do like the Ghost system with the perk. That's not why it's bad. It's bad because they're giving everyone the same amount of attachments, perks, everything, and then the only thing different is with the wild card. So every, you know, let's say every character gets 2 attachments. Everyone's gonna have 2. But if you have one of these wild cards and you can choose 1 from 4 of them, if you have one of these, then you basically turn into a killing machine. Now, the first one is more like an attachments one. Instead of having, you know, whatever, your 2, your 5, whatever the attachment base is, you'll have up to 8, which is absolutely insane. I don't know why anyone would use it. I don't think you'd need 8 attachments on a gun. But well, I don't think it'll be used very often. I think the second one here, the 3 perks, additional 3 perks one will be used a lot. I don't know how overpowered the perks can be in this game, but I feel like that's gonna be the most used. But yeah, the wild cards are just out of balance because there's also one, the Demolition Expert, right? The one where they get to use more grenades, like three times the grenades or something. I don't know why you'd use anything other than the perks, or maybe the attachment one. But there's a lot more customizable things with the guns, but there's a lot less to customize with your actual class. Everyone's going to have the same thing. And even though you give a bunch of options to players, they're still going to use the same 4 functions because that's just how metas work. It's just kind of how games work nowadays. And I also want to say that finally that the game is kind of running like Battlefield now. Not to say that's bad. Battlefield, I love Battlefield. I love my favorite Battlefield games, probably 3 or 4. I really do enjoy their installments. I've liked every single one of them. However, they do it really well. The Battlefield doesn't take itself seriously in regards to its gunplay. The gunplay has always been better on COD. I don't know what you can tell me otherwise. The bullet drop system, you know, it's just been more serious in Battlefield and more tight in Call of Duty. But Call of Duty wants to make a shift towards Battlefield, but they're not running on the engine that made Battlefield so good. The Frost engine, Frost 3. And COD has a really good engine for gunplay, but it's, I don't know, the dynamic map system hasn't really been dynamic in a long time, and it's kind of been a joke. And I love Battlefield, like I said. I don't think Call of Duty knows what its core audience likes. The core audience likes its arena-based, fast-paced shooting, and everyone has enjoyed. Modern Warfare 2, for example, had never had these functions, and it always had been a popular game. World at War had war in the game, where you had tanks and you had the momentum with the flags. It was not a crazy scale like Battlefield, and yet everyone enjoyed it. So I don't know, this shift into a broader Battlefield-esque sense will be helpful for the franchise, but it's what it's turning into. So hopefully they can capitalize and really change up the game, because I don't know about you, but the Modern Warfare ground war maps seemed a little flat. They seemed a little too stagnant. Like they looked like they were COD players in a Battlefield map. Like they did not move. It really just didn't feel right. So hopefully they can make a change here, some masterful gameplay changes. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, and I just want to let you guys know all the stuff that's looking pretty new for the new multiplayer. The operator systems is still here, so they still have the specialties with grenade launchers and stuff like that. I don't know how people feel about that. I personally didn't love or hate it. I didn't think anything special of it, but it wasn't bad per se. So anyways, guys, that was about it. It was a pretty short one here. I just wanted to put my ideas out there. So let me know if you guys agree, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yo, while editing this video, I ended up taking a look at my analytics, and I've realized only around 20% of the viewers are actually subscribed. So make sure to hit the subscribe and hit that MF bell button, bro. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.